Hey, thanks for joining Colette and I for a chat. Now, this is something a lot of parents talk about. They're always telling you, build resilient kids. How do we build resilient kids? What is resilience and how do we build these resilient kids?
So resilience is, the famous saying is, it's the ability to bounce back. Okay. So when things inevitably come up in our lives or our children's lives, things that are tricky, things that are tough, our children are able to not be crushed. Right. They can get up and move forward and learn and grow from it. I
think that's so important because I feel like it's changed. Like it feels like when I grew up, you kind of were thrown in with the sharks and you sunk or swum and it was okay. Yeah. But how are we doing in terms of building resilient kids these days?
So, interestingly, there's this study by Resilient Youth Australia. They looked at 78,000 young people, and what they found was there was a clear difference between 10-year-olds and then 5 years later, looking at 15-year-olds, there was this drop in resilience. And they wanted to know why there was this change.
Why?
And the 10-year-olds said things like, we feel likely to have an adult who we are close to, an adult who listens to us, we feel encouraged in school and we feel hopeful. And parents of teenagers are the ones who say they feel less close to their teenagers. And isn't it fascinating how we kind of buy into this idea that teenagers don't need us, so we pull away. And actually,
but they also pull away too.
They do, absolutely.
They go through some stages,
yes. But even in those teen years, we need to lean in. We need to find ways to creatively still lean in. That's not smothering, but that works for our young person, that they know that we're still there, we still care, and we're still around to listen. They need adults to feel connected to.
Okay, and to help build that resilience and help them to grow through these things that happen in life. So what else can we do as parents to help our kids get that resilience?
So one of the people that I love to talk about is Emmy Werner's work. So there's lots of stuff on resilience and there's a lot of amazing things. But Emmy Werner's work, she breaks it down into 4 categories. She talks about having an enthusiastic adult. I like to call it an engaged adult.
Who's got time for that? At the end of the day, most of us are like done.
But honestly, that's where I always say the small things are the big things.
Okay.
So being engaged with your child means you're doing the day-to-day, tying the shoelaces, cooking, reading them a story at the end of the day. It's just the day-to-day stuff, being involved in your child's life. Second one is teaching them emotional competence, so social emotional skills around themselves, what they're feeling, what others are feeling. The third one I love is islands of competence, so building skill. Helping young people to realise they actually have something to offer, doing chores, having expectations of them even, building areas in their lives.
I love that. Building chores. Get them to do the chores in your house. So important.
And then the fourth one is spirituality.
Right.
And that is actually having something outside of yourself, bigger than yourself, that you look at or are involved in or look up to.
I love that. I think as a Christian, that is our first go-to. You know, we have a faith that we always turn to, and I think it's important to model that for our kids.
Yeah, and that is part of resilience. Having a sense of spirituality is one of the pillars of resilience.
Wow, and I think for me, it's probably the most important. So, yeah, look, if you want more information and more tips, great tips from Colette, please keep it locked right here at Mums at the Table and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You won't regret it.